month, feed and grain and cat food and all that stuff. And I was at Family Dollar and everybody was freaking out like this big storm. And I hate that because we get a lot of tornadoes. And so I came back and I put the TV in the basement and got the blanket down there and the radio, and I was making a cup of tea, and my
Was
son...
that worried?
No, I was mad because they were making such a big deal, and I wasn't going to buy into all that.
Right.
So Missy's husband, Danny, called and said, call your mom, tell her it's coming towards her. I'm like, okay. And so she called, and I'm like, I'm making a cup of tea. She said, Mom, go to the basement. So I took my cup of tea and went to the basement, put it down, and on the TV it said it's coming between 160, that road right there, and the high school. And I called her back and I said, it's coming right after. I said, I was so scared. And so she said, sit here, I'll talk to you. She said, look for something to get under. And I said, okay, I just don't see anything. And then she tells me, I said, it's here. And because I guess I heard the noise, and the phones went dead. And
did you hear everything swirling around outside? And
it was just really loud. And like they say a train, but it's like this wild rumble. But I pulled the quilt over me, and I remember feeling the pressure change, and just because that's not something you have anything to refer to.
Right.
And then they said it lasted 30 seconds. I know it wasn't long, and I'm so grateful because it's so unnerving. But and I smelled dirt, and I thought, oh God, what is happening? It's caved in on me. And I came out, and the door to the basement was closed, and I had this vision of opening everything being gone. Well, it wasn't, but I opened it, and the front was gone. And all I thought is, I've got to get out of here. So I grabbed my purse. None of my cats were anywhere, and Daisy was with me. And there was a tree across the back, so we had to climb over the tree. And I came to the front of the field, which was starting to flood. And I'm not yelling, but I'm like, is anybody out there? Is anybody? Because it was like I just didn't know if anybody was still. And then it takes a minute, but I looked, and the log cabin was up front. And so I went there. We ended up getting a storm that had like this size hail.
Oh my gosh.
that would have been scary in and of itself.
Oh, and I was like, I already lived through this. Now this is going to get me in. And they had just
I don't think so. We've had them.
82-year-old woman that lives there, two guys, and then her daughter was coming around the other side, and she saw the tornado hitting.
Oh my God.
I mean, but we all went through that, and then it's pouring down rain after that, and we see figures going by, so we tried to go out. Well, a friend of mine was coming, she heard about the tornado from her mom, who's a friend of mine who was over there, and saw my house, and I guess one of the sheriffs was in my house trying to find me, not realizing I was in a log cabin.
Oh, wow.
And so, I mean, it was all day was like that, trying to get the horses, it was just insane.
I can't believe the horses weren't hurt.
That's Daisy.
They were out in pasture.
Yeah, I mean, how they didn't get hurt is...
Thank God. Well, I'm glad you didn't get hurt either. Right.
It just, and then people just, my ex-husband, an old boyfriend was the first one to come to check on me, call people, and then her dad shows up because they called him because there was no phone service, cell or any kind, in and out, and he's all dressed up in his business suit and his good shoes, and he's not a mud person, and he's just stomping through the mud, helping with horses. He's not an animal person. I mean, he was like extraordinary, and people just, I mean, it's like life changed after that.
Yeah.
Everybody has been extraordinary. I mean, like you guys here, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like it's been so horrendously awful and so amazingly beyond belief wonderful people. I mean, everywhere and touching you, just kind words and showing up like you guys, and caring between, having lost my life, and having gotten to experience people like you guys. It's just,
Wow.
Well, thank you.
It doesn't stop. It's just. Missy called me today. She was in the Atlanta airport, and some woman who was very large was concerned about getting to her terminal. And it's like how this kind of stuff just like keeps happening, paying it forward.
Yeah.
She heard this woman, and so she told me when she said, when the plane stops, I will get you a wheelchair, and we will get you to your terminal. And so she got the stewardess, and they called ahead, and they arranged, and so she pushed this woman, even though she's in a business suit and heels and has things she has to do. She said she pushed this one all the way to the other end. She called me, she said, Mom, it was so cool. Like she got to give back.
Give back, right.
And